most people are familiar with tables of contents. So I'm going to show you how to get Microsoft Word to create that automatically for you in a way that is also updated. I've got my document on the screen, and the table of contents works on styles. So the styles that we've worked with in the past. Heading 1, Heading 2, Heading 3. We're going to work with those for now. My main title, Cockermouth, is a Heading 1 style. And if I just scroll down to show you the effect, to show you that the other subtitles I've got in my document, I've set up at Heading 2. Okay, back to the top of my document, we're going to insert a table of contents. And we do that using the Insert menu and drop down to Reference and across to Index and Tables. Various tabs across the top. The one we're interested in is Table of Contents tab. I want you to keep your focus on the Print Preview section here, which will show the effects of any changes we might make. First thing to do is drop down to the formats. There are various inbuilt formats you can select, and it alters the way in which the table of contents will appear. So this is how it appears. I quite like the fancy one. Once you've done that, you can define it even further by including page numbers. If you've included page numbers, you can have them right aligned or right next to the actual heading. And if you have got them right aligned, you can add a leader between, and you can see that puts a line between the heading and the page number that that heading is on. So you dial up your changes how you want them to be. The Show Levels box helps you determine how many levels you want to use of the styles. So if I set there as just level 1, it'll only pick up the heading 1 styles. Set to 2, and it'll only pick up the heading 2 styles, and so on and so forth. I'll leave that on 3. Yep, everything looks how I want it to look. I just click on OK, and there is my table of contents. The real beauty of your table of contents is that it is made from hyperlinks. So if I want to jump straight to the sports organisations section, I can hold down the Control key and click on sports organisations, and it will jump me straight to page 4. Yeah, there we are, page 4, sports and organisations. Go back to the top. The next thing is that this table of contents is easy to update. We don't need to insert it again. What do I mean by that? Well, let's have a look at present day character. Currently that's on page 1. So if I jump down to present day character, there's page 1. I'm going to insert a page break before this that will jump it down onto page 2. Then scroll back to my table of contents. No changes yet, it still refers to it on page 1. But if we right click on this table of contents and do update the field, it'll ask us a little question, do we want to update just the page numbers only? So if I say yes to that, if I clicked on OK, then it will just look at the headings and pick up the new page numbers. If I do update entire table, it'll look through and see if there's any more headings to include. It'll take on any new formatting that's there. So it's just a choice as to how you want to work. For me, because I know I've just changed page numbers, I'll leave it on that and click on OK. And you can see now present day characters is on page 2. And there we are, page 2. The key thing to remember is that these table of contents picked up on the heading styles. So let's see the effect of that. If I take history and make it a heading style 3, and then we can update that table of contents by right-clicking and update. We'll update the entire table this time so that it can take effect of that new style. And there you can see history is a lower level. It's a slightly different format. Just to show you, we'll insert that again. Insert, reference, index and tables, choose your stylings, click on OK, and there's your table of contents. can see that history there has been a level 3 is more obvious this time. I've reformatted my document now so that my main title is not using the inbuilt style, but I've created a style for it called Cockermouth Heading. And the remaining headings in the document, I've created a new style called Cockermouth Heading 2. Okay, so let's insert the table of contents. And OK. And you can see there it's only picked up the heading 1, the Cockermouth heading. It hasn't picked up the subheadings, and I'm just going to show you why. And it's because when you insert a table of contents, it's working on the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 outline levels. So I'll insert this table of contents again. And this time we're going to use the options button. And you can see there, it's got the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 ticked. It automatically picks those up because they are the inbuilt styles in Word. Scroll to the top. It's picked up the other styles in the document. The Cockermouth heading 1, it's automatically picked that up, but it hasn't picked up the heading 2 style. To force it to pick that up when you create the table of contents, all you do is in this TOC level, table of contents level, tell the computer what level Cockermouth heading 2 is. Well, it's a level 2. We click on OK and OK again, and there we have, it's picked up those styles now. Just for a slight further explanation that when you're creating your styles, it's to do with say that again, it's to do with what you base your style on. When you create your new style, if you base it on one of the heading 1, 2s and 3s that are already in existence that Word creates, then the table of contents will automatically apply that to it. If you select one of the other types to be based on, then you have to go in and tell it what level of heading that is. So that's tables of contents.